Victoria, thank you so much. In today's Crime Stopper Spotlight, okay, as the 4th of July holiday is right around the corner, we want to talk a little bit about fireworks, some good tips for people. So let's be joined by Stacey Payne. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, we know there's going to be a lot of shows going on across the area. Those are legal. But in a lot of areas, depending on your municipality, which you're going to want to check with, they'll be illegal. If people are getting annoyed with fireworks going off in their neighborhoods, they know that it's not supposed to happen. What can they do to report that?
Well, I think first we just need to stop and think. It's the 4th of July, just like New Year's. Even though they may be illegal, some people just don't follow the law.
Right.
And they're going to set them off. But if they feel that they really need to report that maybe there's a dangerous situation, they need to call their non-emergency number of their local law enforcement agency. That's not an emergency unless there is some danger, maybe they're shooting it off directly at somebody,
right.
But non-emergency line. It's definitely not a Crime Stoppers tip. Do not contact Crime Stoppers regarding your neighbors setting off fireworks.
And then, the second part of that is people have to be patient because, of course, law enforcement, they have to respond to all their other calls
Absolutely.
as well.
That's it. And they're prioritizing those calls. So, thefts still occur, car crashes still occur, other crimes are still happening. They're having to respond to those, plus maybe some loud noise complaints because of parties and so forth. So again, patience is really the key.
And, going into some of the dangers with fireworks here, I like to think it's a no-brainer, but every year we hear about injuries related to fireworks.
Sadly, we do. And oftentimes those dangers and those incidents kind of commingle with drinking and those parties. So if you're going to be drinking and setting off fireworks, that's just not a good combination. And one of the things I tell folks, why not leave all the danger, leave all the risk, leave all the liability to somebody else and just sit back and enjoy the legal fireworks at a show somewhere.
Again, leave it to the professionals.
Absolutely.
There. Now, on another note, we know while fireworks for many people can be really beautiful, for some people in our community, it can bring up some trauma.
Absolutely. And again, that's something we want to be aware of. We have some war veterans that have suffered from some trauma, and they just cannot handle those loud noises. So again, be aware of your neighbors and what they may be going through. They are aware, they're not putting themselves in that situation. Try not to do that to them. Same thing with our pets.
Right.
A lot of our pets can't handle those loud noises either. So we just need to think of other people, not just ourselves.
Absolutely. Stacey Payne, as always, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And guys, we've already worked on sharing this information online. Be sure to head on over to WATE.com. We'll be right back after the break for a final check of your forecast. You're watching WATE 6 on your side news at midday.